whether it was male or female.
Okay, and then I would say Anna Tayub.
Tayub.
Tayub. Okay. Ta.
Tay. Like tie your shoe.
Oh, Tayub.
Tayub. Tayub.
So is that a soft A? Because the Y is a soft letter? Is it why you pronounce it that way?
No, because the T is hard, and when the A comes after the T is not a, and that would make it tie and not tay.
Got it.
Now, some words are contradictive. Some words are contradictive. So, like for example, when we say the question word for when, we don't say me tie, we say me tay. But I don't know. That's just the way it is.
Okay. All right. So is there a rule to distinguish when? Because I know some of the words with TA, I would pronounce it ta. But how do I know when I say tie? That just comes with time, right? There's no extra rule.
Tie. Okay, so here's how we speak Zarifa. Okay, when it comes to the AY, we basically always usually use it in the long A sense, like tay. But in that particular word, it's me personally. It's not the language. It's me. I know that Tayyub comes from Tayyub or Tayyib, no, not Tayyub, Tayyib in Arabic, and I'm just so used to saying it in the correct way that I just pronounce it that way. So that's a me thing.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's a me thing. But I usually pronounce all AY words A, unless it's all TAY words tay instead of tie, even though it most likely probably should be tie. But that's just the way we say it.
Okay. All righty. I'll make a mental note of that. Pronounce tie. All right. Ready whenever you are.
All right, so now, we just need to talk. Let me hear it. Spark the conversation. And I was only a dobori laenti.
What?
And I was only a kalumi laenti.
You be talking too fast, but you ain't gotta go that fast.
And I was only a kalum ilaenti.
I want to
Kalum ilaenti.
Kalum, I want to talk
Ilaenti.
To you.
Nam. Utua.
Halenti
baroshi intilia natu ilani fi halagat. Okay, well, you start the conversation because I probably would respond better.
Yeah.
When I start talking, I don't even think about it. I just say it.
I see, because you just had some of the words I only think you gave me. Okay. Anna Washuklia for who's? Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand that one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Afus. That's command. Try. Afus.
Okay. All right, let's see. Spark a conversation. The words that I have, I can't necessarily spark a conversation. I can just say like some sentences. When you enter?
Anadar.
Yeah, home, okay. Tayub. Kaifa. No, I don't even have those words.
Timia.
Yes.
Ask him.
Miss Rhonda, you act like I can't hear you.
I know
Huh?
it. Okay. Say, when will we meet?
She don't have the word for meet. And
Oh,
I don't,
no.
and she don't have the word for meet, and we have not yet done the formal future tense, which is using sofa instead of anawashaglia.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I
Go
can create
ahead.
a sentence real quick. Can you give me the a word for can?
Yakul,
Yakul?
Yakul, and that means can or may. Means something else, but I can't remember unless I use it. Like can I or may I yakul ana, or which means can I or may I.
Can I, may I? Okay, so
Right, in the past it says yakala, Yakala, which means could.
okay, it's clear. Okay, so let me see. I can ask Cam Gafush.
Gafush. Anala borof di kalum. Shino dora di manu.
I ain't finished. Oh, maybe did I write it down? Is it? Oh, is it Garouche? Yeah, it's Garouche. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I thought it was an F. Okay. All right. So, Cam Garouche Yaku into Nafoni.
How much money can I give you?
Yeah.
And Andy Asher Dolorat. And Andy Asher Dolorat. I had $10.
And you know, I was just on TikTok and I seen that you were doing numbers and I started to write them down. Okay, so you say you give me $10. How do I say that is not enough?
You said, say that again, Cynthia.
How do I say that is not enough?
You said what?
That is not enough.
Oh man, that's all I got, bro. So the color cool and Andy is an Andy is ana karatu zayut ana sofan fino inti zayutir لكن انا لا عندي اي زيه
La
لا
le.
no. Well, shit, it can't pay no bills, but it'll get you a snack.
Tayu.
You said you was on YouTube and TikTok and what?
Yeah, I was on TikTok and I seen one of them. I think you were doing numbers. It was like, what are you doing numbers? You were like 30, 40, 50, 60.
I did 1 through 10. Then I did 11 through 19. And then I showed you how to do 20 through 90.
Yeah, I was like, I should have wrote them down. I'll get to those though. So I can incorporate the numbers as well. Now, is there... You have
to learn how to count.
Okay. And I was just going to ask if I'm just like you said, I only got $10. Is it a rule to actually write it versus saying it, or I'm just going to write it how I say it?
Write it how you say it. Okay. So Ashed is 10. Dollar is dalor, D-A-L-U-R, dalor. But when you want to make something plural, you add A-A-T to it, which is pronounced at, like rahubat. That's greetings.
Okay.
So you take dalor and add AAT at the end of it, and it's dalorat, and that means dollars. And Andy, I have fakut only ashed 10 dalorat.
Dalorat. Okay. I mean Tayub. Gotcha. Okay. NT. I mean not NT. No, I mean
I know he, she now.
No, sorry.
Hold up, small up. Go ahead.
And So I think this is, I don't think I have this word in simple tense. I have tahum, overstanding, right?
No, not tahum. Tahum.
Tahum. Okay.
Tahum. 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 Tahum.
Okay. So ana tahum.
I overstand. Shinu buenti tahum. Shinu buenti tahum. What do you overstand? Digana la andi kifaya garusali enough when that I don't have enough money to give to you.
Yeah, that.
And la andi garusali enough when liana and kasor. I don't have enough money to give to you because I'm broke.
I
Yeah.
take that. It's okay. Let's see. I don't have no other words. Let me see. Okay, let me look at my folder because I'm trying to go off of memory and it ain't working. I was Leah. Oh, I don't have the word for that. Well, yes, I do. And I was Darus Hasa.
And I was Leah. You gotta
Leah, you're right. And I was Leah Hasa.
And I was Leah Darus Hasa. That means I want to study now.
Yes.
نحن لا عنا لدرس لأن نحن عنا لسموسها كلمات ديكنتي عالم. So what I said was, we don't need to study. We need to use the words that you've learned.
Okay.
As a yawum. Okay. So write this down. Write these 3 words down because you.
These my vocabulary words.
Yeah, they're vocabulary words.
The food is on the way, Jordan. Okay. Tayu.
Okay, so you know the word, that I gave you the interrogative pronouns like this, that, these, those.
Nope, you gave me that. You gave me, well, really, you gave me that because I was going to try to use that one.
Okay. So HAZA. I'm pretty sure I gave it to you, but I could forget because I definitely do all this out of my mind. I don't have no pen and paper with it. I do it all out of my mind.
Okay, so HAZA, Haza.
Right, and then, okay, write the definition for that word. That means this.
Okay.
Now, here's how you say today. HAZA. Hyphen, because you make it one word, YAWUM. M is the Mary. YAWUM.
Haza Yawum.
What does the AW sound? Remember I taught you that? When you see a AW, it always sounds like what?
Oh, is it off? No. Ooh.
Aw as in awful.
Yeah, off. Okay.
Now that is a modified version of the word yom. Yom. In Arabic we say yom, but in Nuwaubik we say yawum. It's the same damn thing, but hey, I ain't being petty.
Yeah. Yawum.
So Haza Yawum means today. That's like literally saying this day, right? Then I want you to write AMS. A is an alpha, M is in Mary, S is in Sam.
Okay.
Then hyphenate it, make a hyphen. And then once you make the hyphen, write your womb again.
Your womb.
Your womb.
All right, y'all.
So that's hold up. Okay, M's Yawum. How would I translate? Because I had a brain problem. How would I translate that? And I was here, but Yam's Yawum. Yesterday. Yesterday? Hold up now. I got to get it right. Okay, how's it Yawum today? M's Yawum. Yesterday. That's how you would translate that. Yesterday. Whew, that was tough.
So, how did you just use it in a sentence? What did you just say?
I was trying to play it in my mind in the sentence like, if I say, Ana awuzi bamuzi M's Yawum. I got to think, because you just confused me with that. Because I got to think whether it means yesterday or tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
See, some of this stuff, I only know it when we conversate. I know how to use it, but some of this stuff, I don't know how to translate it unless I place sentences in my mind. So just leave that blank for right now. We'll come back to that. I want to say definitely it means, right, okay. Yeah, that means yesterday. Okay, Haza Yawum means today. Ams Yawum means yesterday. And Bukra means tomorrow.
Okay, how you spell it?
Bukra. Bukra. Tomorrow.
Bukra.
Bukra.
Okay, Bukra.
You know what that comes from? Learning it at a young age and being taught how to use it, but just knowing how to relate to it in the language itself with no damn translation. It took me, no, seriously. Like when you learn it you'll see. Well, hopefully, if you train your children at a younger age, if you start training your children now, by the time they get 30 years old, they won't remember like a motherfucker be like, yo, bro, how you say this? They be like, they're gonna have to go in their mind and be like, damn, how would I say that in my mind? Based on knowing it. That's if you train a person to speak it and you're not teaching it to them like I'm doing with you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, Bukra is tomorrow, and Yawum is yesterday, and Haza Yawum means today.
Okay.
Then we want to say USHAT.
USH. You shot?
No, never. It's always ooh, not you.
Oh, ooh.
The only way it would be a U is if a Y was before it. Now, in a lot of the books, this is translated as night, but we don't really have a word in the language for night because we don't say night. We say shadow hour.
Okay.
So you translate that as shadow hour, but I guess if it's a person that's outside of the culture, you could be like, oh, this is how you say night, but we don't say night. We say ushat, like shadow hour. In our way of life, there's no such thing as night.
Wow. How do you spell that again? Spell it again.
USHAT. Ushat. Ushat.
Okay, got it.
Now a regular AT, because we're going to get into it. I might get into it with you today, depending on how much time we have. AT is pronounced at, as in robot, and an AAT is pronounced at, as in that.
Right.
So AT is at, as in the food is hot, at, right? You just need to know that. Now that's also how you add an ER onto something.
The AT is how you add an ER to something?
Yeah, now it's not in that word because that's just how the word is spelled. Don't ask me how the formation is because I don't know. I just know the word. But I can show you how the AT is a suffix that represents ER.
Okay, now you pronounce it one more time.
Ushat. Ushat. Like as if you were saying who shot, but you're saying Ushat. Ushat.
Ushat. Hey, Mike, I'm in class. I'm in class right now.
And we say,
I said, huh? Okay, Wadu.
So, but what can help with you?
Who?
Well, this is what I do because he said the U makes the oo. I put OU next to it, so I know that's pronounced ooh.
Right, the Ebonics way of spelling it.
Yeah. So,
I'm about to put out a series of
I've been doing that too, Tamia.
okay.
I'm actually about to put out a Nuwaubik Ebonics book that's written like that. Like I'll give the proper spelling and then I'll give the Ebonics spelling of how we would see it in the English language. I started it probably like a week ago, but I haven't worked on it much. And I'm about to start putting out on YouTube a series of Nuwaubik, like I'm doing on TikTok called Nuwaubik for the Streets. But I don't know if y'all want to learn that one because it's just straight streets. This is straight hood terms.
Well, that's me then. Okay.
It's just straight hood terms. It's just straight hood terms. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Because everybody say it again.
Oh, I was about to say, and I was Leah.
That means I want to.
Yeah, I was replying to what you said.
Okay. Inti owls Aliyah she. You want to what?
Yeah, I can't say the other part in there, but I want to learn. Oh no, I do got it.
I know you got it.
Yeah, sorry. and I was Leah. That you told me how to say it. I'm just alum.
Alum.
There we go. And I was Leah alum.
Yeah. Now you will be able to go on the TikTok and find. I'm gonna put out a video, not a video, but a video on the I'm pronunciation. But I think that there's this one female that I really like. I've had a chance to be able to dialogue with her. She's from Palestine, and she has her name is Maha, and Maha's very good, but she does teach the Palestinian Arabic, and she has a video based on the Ain, and because that is the hardest letter in the whole alphabet. I promise you it is. Like there's a lot of hard. There's only two other hard letters, the KH and the GH, but people that catch the KH and the GH quicker because it's from the roof of the mouth, and you can kind of see how the lips move to do it. The Ain is from the back of the throat is definitely the hardest letter. And I noticed that most people who speak the language, they omit the Ain. Like for example, like people say wadu, and I put out a video on this. That word is not pronounced wadu. It's wado. Wado. Because so wadu would be spelled W-A-D-U. But the word W-A-D-U. Now they have now started to spell it. They have now started to spell it that way, but that is not the actual way it's spelled. It's spelled W-A-D-U-Ein. And when you see a U and an Ein, we call that sound a glottal stop. It's a U-Ein is similar to a U-H, right? If I was to pronounce W-A-D-U-H, it's wada, 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 right? But if I was to pronounce a W-A-D-U, it's wado, wado, wado. For wado, it's not wadu because the Ein is there. And so, yeah. Wado, soro. Soro means speed or fast. Bato is like a slow. Tabo is like follow. Nago is like reach. Nago.
Okay.
All right. Asu baruch temia and auzulia samo enti dobor helagot ilani bijao. I want to hear you speak the language fluently.
Yeah. Okay. You want to hear me speak language fluently?
Bijao. Bijao is fluently, but don't ask me what the word ja'ol means because I don't remember. I just know that's how you say it. Like a lot of complex words, I don't really know the translation unless you make me think of it. But when I'm sitting down and writing, I can do it. But if I'm just talking, like when I get to talking, I just talk. I don't think about it.
All right, let me see what else I can come up with. Oh, can you give me, well now, because I was gonna ask if I am if we're converting the words that you gave me to, well, no, never mind. Can you give me the word for can?
I did. Yakko. Yakko.
Yako, you gave me that? Okay.
You just asked me for the word. You said can?
Yeah, can.
Yakul. Yakul. And I said it means can or may. Like may I have or can I have? Yakul.
Oh, it's a both. Okay, got you. Let me see. I want to ask you something that you can reply to, and I'll actually know.
Without saying no?
No, I said I want to ask you something that you can reply to, then I'll know what you're saying. I can translate it.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay. Yakul. Yakul. What do you want me to open it? One second. There you go. You got it? Okay. What can I ask? Yakul and Zahu Kar Inta?
Tua. Winubu inti awazali azahudila. Winubu inti. You don't have boo, so I know you probably haven't been watching the TikToks because the TikToks have more conversation. So I'm just going to give you these 3 words for do. All right, so write down this word.
Okay.
HAL.
Mm-hmm.
That's pronounced hal, and that means do, but only when you ask a question. Do you want something to eat? Do you want to go to the store? Do you want some money? Hal is how you say do. Now, in the teacher's guide, it also says did, but we don't use it like that because hal definitely comes from Arabic, and it only means do, or if you put it with ana, hal ana, that means am or am I, right? So
Okay.
hal. Then you have boo, bu. Matter of fact, I did this video yesterday on TikTok. Boo, bu. Okay, so this comes from the Egyptian dialect, and it's like, okay, so I don't know how far. Have you studied Nuwaubik before you met me?
No.
Okay, so you wouldn't know. Anyways, boo comes from ancient Egyptian, but one of the words that they had was do not, as in don't. Like how we say la for everything, they don't say la, they say butim, right? Do not. Boo is do, but it's no action. What do you want to do? That's no action. I do not want to go. That's no action. So that's how you use boo. Shinu boo inti. No, winu boo inti hours of the azahub ila. Where do you want to go to? Or winu boo inti hours of the azahub ja. Where do you want to go at? You use boo like that, like it's no action. Then you have the verb for do, which is bamul, B-A-M-U-L. Now I did make a video on that, but I realized that where I placed the words, you couldn't hardly see the first letters, so I just omitted it and I said I was going to do it over. I fucked up the days of the week, so don't follow that days of the week PowerPoint either, because I actually put Monday is Sunday and Sunday is Monday. So don't follow that either. I'm gonna take it down as soon as I get off the computer with y'all and do it over.
No problem.
Now, go ahead, go from there. I'm gonna give you words to add on to your sentence structure as you talk. So, talk to me in Nuwaubik. Let me ask you this before you start. How do you say Nuwaubik in Nuwaubik?
How do I say Nuwaubik in Nuwaubik?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
N-U-W-A-B-I-K. Wuyyyah.
Oof. Nuwabia.
Nuwaubia. Nuwaubia would be how you say the land or the place that Nuwaubians reside. And Hayafi Nuwaubia. I live in Nuwaubia. And a Dobora Nuwaubia. And like Italians. And a Dobora Nuwaubia. I speak Nuwaubik. And a Yako Kalum Fienti Fi Nuwaubia. I can talk to you in Nuwaubik. So you say Nuwaubia. And I guess another word you would need just for knowledge purposes is ZARIFA.
Zarif.
Zarifa.
Zarifa. Oh, I was just about to say that. Okay.
Zarifa. That's the dialect of Nuwaubik you're learning. Now I can explain it because I don't know how you would literally translate it, but I can explain it. Zarifa comes from the three-part verb. You know, you find the three-part verbs by doing what? Let me test your knowledge real quick. How do you find the three-part verb?
You add the E and the U?
Nope. You don't add any. You don't define the three-part verb, you don't add anything. You gotta subtract. You gotta subtract.
Oh, you take, but you would still add it in, right?
No, you're not adding anything.
So you would take away, basically you take away the vowels.
Absolutely. See how smart you are? You're beautiful. You're smart.
But then again, if I want to create the word, I'm gonna have to add it back.
But the vowels tells you what tense and what form you're doing. But when you want to find the three-part word in any verb, you take away all the vowels and then be left with the amount of letters that are not vowels.
Got it. Right.
So once when you take away all the vowels, I don't want you to, I can't see you, but I don't want you to write it. I want you to be able to do it in your mind. What are the three-part verb of Zarifa?
Z and R. F. Z, R, F.
That's right. And when you put that in the simple present tense, what word do you get?
Without writing it down, I would get.
No, you can write that down because that's another verb. You can write that one. I just want you to be able to. I want you to get to a point, Timia, where you can look at the word, and the motherfucker can't tell you nothing. Like, nah, dog, you take away the vowels. This is what you got, and this word comes from here. Because you're learning the etymology of the language as well as the actual alchemy. I want you to be able to see it in your mind, to whereas when you take away those vowels, you know exactly what that word means in the simple present, because the simple present is the first form of all verbs. Not all words, but all verbs.
Right. Okay. So if I am, so it would be Oz. How would I pronounce? Hold on. A. So when I'm doing an F, the F is going to stay together, right? I don't have to, you know what, never mind, I got it. So it would be, oh, how do you pronounce that?
Nope. I can tell you now you're starting off on the wrong foot. I ain't gonna let you waste your time.
Oh, I'm starting off wrong? If I'm taking away?
You're definitely starting off wrong because what you're doing is your mind is leading you to telling somebody to do the act instead of just the
okay.
statement. Yeah. When I tell you you're gonna be the hardest thing smoking in Georgia, you're gonna be the hardest thing smoking fucking with me.
So okay. So it would be, when I'm doing this, I would be adding the A and the E and the U. That principle, right?
Absolutely not.
What? Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, so I got a simple way. See, Ms. Rhonda don't think I'm simple, but she say I go over people's head. I'm about to help you out real quick. What is the basic form of any verb when the vowels are added? What vowels are added to create the basic form, in other words?
The A and the U.
All right, then. Not AEU. AEU is not, AEU becomes the basic form of the present tense. but the AU is the basic form. And what do we mean by basic form? I'm gonna explain. If a person was to say to you, Timbia,
Making a statement.
the statement form is the basic form. If a person was to say, Timbia, how do you say go in Nuwaubik? You would use the simple present because that's the basic form of the verb, Zahu. How do you say come? You use the simple present tense form, Hador. How do you say give? You use the basic form of, which is the simple present, Nafun. This is the form of the word before it starts to change with past, present, future, and, past tense participle.
Mm-hmm.
So how would that word be pronounced in its basic form?
Zarifa.
Absolutely not.
What? You're confusing me because when I first asked you, I said if I'm doing basic, it would be AU, and you said no. But
Now, guess what? Now, watch this. Let's stop there. You said AU. When you pronounce that Zarifa, that's not an AU.
Yeah, but when I asked you before I even was about to pronounce it, I said, so I'll be adding the A and U. You said absolutely not.
That is correct. You add the A and U, but when you pronounce it, you did not.
God damn it, Naya. I asked you that and you threw me off.
Okay.
Now I feel like I'm a mental patient. I said.
now you acting like Miss Rhonda now. Come,
I'm
bring
sorry,
it down.
the apple don't fall from
Now you acting like my mentor.
You got me over here damn sweating, my eyes sweating. Shit. I know I said I'm supposed to add the N U. You said
you're saying that correct. No, Timbia, just listen. You're telling me what to do in the correct way. You're just not pronouncing it right.
Right, but you didn't give me a chance to pronounce because you said it was wrong before. Redo. Let me do this shit over. Now I know I'm supposed to add the N U. Give me a second.
Miss Rhonda, that's your daughter now. That's your child now. That's your child now.
We love you, Naya.
Listen to me now. I don't get fussed. I've been doing this shit for so long, Miss Rhonda. I can't even get upset. Like I don't get frustrated or nothing. Check this out.
I know, but actually, Timmy, tell him we love him. We do.
We do.
I do anything for you, man, for real.
Listen, Timmy, you gave me the right acquisition of the knowledge, but it was when you pronounced it. You pronounced it Zarifa. And that's not how an AU is pronounced when you place the AU vowels in the correct spaces of the word. I'm going to give you a hint, just because it's you. U.
Zarufa.
U. Huh?
Zarufa.
No.
Or Zar. I know the A comes before.
Just tell me this. Where do you place the A?
I put the A between the A is still between the Z and the R.
All right, and where do you put the U?
I put the U between, nope. Zarifu.
Where do you put the A and where do you put the U?
Whew, so this one is hard.
No, it's not. You're making it complicated because you don't remember, and that's why repetition is needed. You got to drill.
Okay.
Where do you put the U?
I would put the U between the R and the F.
There you go. Now pronounce that. There you go. That's my girl right there. Now, how would that sound? Do you think if there's not an A at the end, why would you pronounce Zarifa? When there's not an I in it and there's not an A at the end of it? How would Z, because now it should be spelled ZARUF.
Zaruf. Okay, so you know
what
what's confusing me? Because the vowel was already at the end, so I didn't know if we removed it or keep it. That's why I said Zarufa. But we take that away as well.
Definitely remove it. You definitely remove it because in the simple present, the vowels go a certain kind of way. That's why I said I wanted you to do it in your mind because at the end of the day, Timbia, we have to get to a point where what we see is already in our mind. I'm drawing a mental picture in your mind how the words look. I can look at, I don't give a fuck if it's a license plate. If it's 3 letters, I know how to change those 3 letters to any form that I want to put it in because I know where the vowels go. I want you to know where the vowels go and what placement they go, as well as how they sound. So that's Zaru, not Zarif. Zaru.
Yeah, okay.
That word means combine.
Okay, so it means combined. All
right. So when you say Zarifa, the best way I can explain it or translate it is the combination of languages. Because, like, if you look at Nuwaubik, that's one dialect. If you look at the at a glance, that's another dialect. If you look at Nuwaubik Simplified, the ancient Egyptian mystery language, that's another dialect. All of those dialects came together to form the dialect that we speak. So we call it Zarifa because it's the combination of all the dialects into one, minus the Sabian dialect, because I don't want to speak too much because we live, but I don't want to speak bad. We just don't see that. We let's just say this: we don't have no proof that the master teacher actually brought that into fruition. I think that's the safest way to speak it. So all of the dialects that we know that the master teacher brought to us, instead of the language constantly changing, we just speak them all into one. So let's say Pops came home tomorrow. If the master teacher came home tomorrow and he say we just going with the Egyptian dialect, guess what you can say? Well, Messiah already taught me that. I know that. If he say, well, we going with the Nubic dialect, guess what you can say? I already speak that. If he was to say, well, we going with the Nuwaubik at a glance book, guess what you'll be able to say? Messiah already taught us that. You can speak all those dialects all into one dialect.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so let's try the word.
Hit me with it.
Okay. I don't know what other word I'm gonna use.
Use the words you got, and if you need some more, I'm gonna give it to you. Because at this point, at this point, I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to get you to speak it.
Okay, so I can do that for Ushat. I can do that for those words, or those would be already be. Never mind, those too hard anyway. Okay, let me try. Let's see some words I already got.
You got some people in the chat too. You got Chiquita Hamilton. Okay, Chiquita said, turn on the camera so we can see you. All right, sis, somebody turn on my camera right now. Chiquita said she want to be able to see us. So I'm gonna turn on my camera real quick. I'm outside though with my laptop. I don't know if she can see. And then Frank Johnson says, peace to you, brother. Thanks for taking out some time to teach us for free. That's what it's all about. Man, I don't charge nobody to learn our culture. Like, this shit ain't about getting paid. This is about us becoming a family. Go ahead, Timothy.
All right, so let's do all of the words that you gave me already. Yeah,
I see Miss Ann is in the building. Rahubat, Miss Ann.
Oh, Rahubat.
Rahubat.
Rahubat, Miss Ann. Rahubat.
The words that you gave, we did all those already. I actually haven't written.
Okay, so all I need you to do is tell me what words you need to form more complete sentences, seeing as though you have not yet went to seeing as you have not yet learned from the PowerPoints, like you have not yet went there.
So let me see, because I can start like even asking questions for new Kafu. What about okay, I got one for you. So for dupe, if I'm adding, just like the principal, I'm adding ing to it. It would be, how would I add?
Okay, so when you add an ing to a word, you're doing it in the present tense. Here's the vowels. Here's the vowel sound, because it's more important that you get the sounds. A, E, U. A, E, U. That's A, E, U.
Okay. Yeah. I-E-U. I know that one. What about how would they have any of those?
Say it again.
How about how? Because I don't have how. I know it was, so I don't even have.
Okay. So the word for how, you have that word.
No, for was.
Was,
Mm-hmm.
Kalun. I'm going to start with the simple present first.
Okay, so it's Kalun.
Kalun. And Kalun means several things. It's another way of saying is, be, or exist.
You said the or exist.
It could be is, is,
Uh-huh.
be, as in be, and exist.
Oh, okay.
Then the next meaning could be, wait, is, be, or exist. Okay, so the next form of the word, because I don't know like how extensive your education is in language, so I'm just going to give you this brief explanation. When you say the word I am, you're using the verb to be. When you say the word he is, you're using the verb to be. When you use the linking verbs is or are, you're using the verb to be. When you say I am, you're using the verb to be. All of that is the verb to be. Now that word is unique because you can use it in several different ways. Now, when I taught you the word is, I used the old dialect for izu, but you can also say kalun. So now in the past tense, the word for is, be, or what, or exist is was or were. So that's Kalana, kalana, kalana. And that means was, kalana, and it means was or were.
Okay. So if I'm saying, so I can just the action. So if
What'd you say, Miss Rhonda?
Can you use, okay, in the simple present, Kalun, can you use it in a sentence?
Okay, I'm gonna use it in 3 different ways for all 3 different meanings.
Okay.
Enakalun, I exist.
Okay.
Shinu kalun di, what is that? And what else I said? B, Enakalun adhigu, jalihumat minuatha mizahi. I be laughing at people who are funny.
Okay. Okay. All right. Got it.
Enakalun, I be, adhigu, laughing, ja, at, lihumat, people, minuatha, who are, mizahi, funny.
Okay. All right. Past. All right.
Okay. And it's one more form of the word of the verb to be. That's the past tense participle. Kulena. Kulina. 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 Kulena. And that means been. So the past tense participle of the verb was or were is been. I've been at your house earlier. Now, the reason why I feel like most Nubians need to learn this verb is very powerful, to be honest with you, because it is the basis of Ebonics, because you don't talk that way in regular English. I've been at your house earlier. Enakulina jabetu abkar. Enakulina jabetu abkar. I've been at your house earlier. Right?
Okay.
Right.
Past tense also. Okay.
No, that's a past tense participle.
Past tense participle. Okay.
Right. Past tense participle is a past tense, but it's saying that it has or have been done. The past tense is saying it had been done.
Okay.
Right. It's just when you use the past tense in Nuwaubik, you don't have to say the word for had. Now I can give you the word for had if y'all want it.
Yeah.
K-A-R-A-T-A.
Mm-hmm.
It's K-A-R-A-T-A. Karata. Karata.
Karata.
Karata.
Karata. Okay.
There you go. Karata. I
Karata.
had.
I had. Okay.
Karata Nuzira Timbia M's Yohum. I had seen Timbia yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Miss Ann, you have something you want to add, Miss Ann?
No, not at this moment. I'm just listening.
Okay. Go ahead, Timmy. Asu Baruch. Asu Baruch means go ahead. Baruch means ahead. Ashub Baruch. Go ahead.
Asu Baruch.
Ashub Baruch.
Hey, now let me see. Can I spell Baruch?
Okay. Ashub Baruch. Go ahead.
Okay. Baruch. B A R U Baruch S-H.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Baruch means ahead. Ashub Baruch. Go ahead.
Okay.
Or Ashub Allah. Continue on.
Okay.
All right, Tim. Shinabuenti Antelianatu. What do you have to say?
Right. I'm trying to see what other words I can add so I can make a sentence or at least engage in a brief conversation. Ouch. Let's see. Did you give us the word for R? Because I know when I say some words, it's already, I don't necessarily have to say R. Like, what is it? We knew, that's like where are or where is. I can use it for both. But what is the standalone word for R? Or is there one?
Yes, it is. A-T-H-A. A-T-H-A. Atha.
After. A-T-H-A. After.
Atha.
So
You can use that in even in the Wino Atha. I just don't.
So I thought T was okay. Wait. So with the A, why would it not be Arthur? How would I know to pronounce that Arthur? Because I thought.
Okay, so what's the best way to say this? You can say it like that, and it would still be correct. But people just are different. So when I learned, that's just the tone that we all use, Atha. But you can say Atha. And I think that the reason why it's like that is because when you see a TH in Nuwaubik, you don't know whether it's a hard TH or a soft TH, because there's 3 THs in Arabic. Remember, the base of our language is Arabic, right? Mm-hmm. So you have ta, ta, and law. Ta, ta, and law. And so it's right, but when Nuwaubik came, it simplified it all, and certain words took on certain pronunciations that the actual letters did not differentiate. So we only have 1 TH. We don't have 3 THs, right? And so with some of these words coming from Arabic, you don't know if it's avo, or other, or al. And with that word, it's just always been pronounced atha. You can apply the same rules, but sometimes, just like in English, it depends on the language. So you can say other. I don't pronounce it like that because I've just been trained to say other, and that's okay. Either way is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
All righty.
Can I just ask? I heard you mention about Arabic. I thought we were learning Nuwaubik.
You are learning Nuwaubik, but Nuwaubik is what you call an Arabic-based Creole, which means that the basis of the language is definitely Arabic. All of those verbs, well, I shouldn't say all, that's incorrect. The mass majority of those verbs is Arabic verbs.
Okay, the verbs are Arabic.
The mass majority of the verbs are Arabic. Like, for example, when I taught Timbia the verb zahu, a Z in Arabic can, a dal can be, a dal, the dal letter in Arabic can be pronounced in between a Z and a TH. So you can say azhub or azhub. We lean more towards the Z, but in Arabic we say athab, 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 athab ilah hasu, right? Or if you say it in Nuwaubik, you'll say ashub ilah hasu. Or if you say it in Nuwaubik Egyptian, it'll be ashub ilah pasu. And if you say it in the Riskin, it's ashub ilah elsu or el dakun. Nuwaubik is definitely Arabic Creole. Don't let nobody trick y'all, man. It's definitely like our own version of Arabic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They can tell you whatever they want to tell you, but when you study the etymology of the words, you're gonna understand that this is definitely our, like, for example, if y'all know the history of the community, right? Where did we start from? Islam, right? We started from Al-Islam. What sect of Islam did we start from? We started from the Ansar. Where did the Ansars come from? As far as like that sect, the Ansars came from Sudan, or the Nubian region of Sudan, by the Mahdi Muhammad Al Mahdi, right? And from his sect of Islam, which was technically a militant messianic movement, that's where we actually started from. So as we evolved, Nuwaubik became our own Arabic, the Holy Tablets became our own Quran, and so on and so forth.
Oh, I really didn't know that. First time I've heard that.
Yeah, basically, if you go back to the beginning of the master teacher, he started off with he named the group Ansar Pure Sufi. And Ansars deal in Sufi Islam, and Sufi Islam is Islam mixed with mysticism and science. Right? It's not like the Sunni or the Shia sect of Islam. And like I said, it was a militant messianic movement. History states that during the time of Sudan in that particular day and age, the British people and the Anglo-Egyptians was pretty much raping and pillaging the Sudanese people of their resources of their land. So the Mahdi Muhammad Ahmed was prophesied by the Prophet Muhammad to come after him to restore Islam to pristine purity. And his whole objective was to rid the British people and the Anglo-Egyptian people from actually pillaging the Nubian tribes. But because they lived in a day and time to where the only thing the European people understood was war, he actually united all the Nubian tribes of Sudan to physically fight against the British and the Anglo-Egyptians. When we say Anglo-Egyptians, we're talking about the pale-skinned Egyptian people of Egypt that was siding with the British people to take over the Nubian homeland. And his whole thing was, that's where we get the black, red, and green flag from. The black, red, and green flag was the flag that he raised and that he used to represent his movement. So in Sufi Islam, you got what's called whirling dervishes. And the whirling dervishes were a group of people, or I should say are because they still exist, were people who developed the ecstatic dance ritual with certain spiritual music that allowed them to actually tap into the actual spiritual realm. And he didn't agree with that. So he chose the term Ansar to call his sect, because the Ansars in the Quran were Jewish at first, and they were the people that when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ got ran out of Medina into Mecca, were the people who actually embraced the Prophet Muhammad and embraced the doctrine of Islam and converted from the Judaic doctrine of the Torah to the Islamic doctrine of Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad Ahmed Al Mahdi of the Sudan he actually used that term to describe his following. And the master teacher pretty much made a link with the Ansars of the East and started the Ansars of the West, and this was our beginning. That took place in 1972, by the way.
Yeah, it's a long history.
Oh, I got the history down pat. Go ahead, Timmy. Asu Baruch.
Ayub. Let's see.
And by the way, for anybody that don't know, Nuwaubik is just considered to be galactical Islam. they make it sound real deep and real real heavy, but Nuwaubik is just galactical Islam. That's all it is.
Galactic.
We're just
Say that again. Now you're galactic.
galactical Islam.
Okay.
Land.
Yeah, that's when you look at the holy tablets, that is our version of the Quran. Because remember, Potts was the Mujaddid, and Mujaddid is a Nuwaubik or Arabic term for reformer. He was a reformer. When you reform something, that means you come to right the wrongs in whatever people was practicing, right? He was not a prophet, he was a reformer. The Quran would be considered our holy, our Quran, and Nuwaubik would be considered our own Arabic. It is definitely a dialect of Arabic. No matter how they try to change it, no matter what they do to it, it is just another version of Arabic.
Okay, so it's the whole of the galaxy spoken all over the galaxy or in a lot of places in the galaxy.
Right. It's the original way that the language was spoken before it got into the form that we see it now today in the Middle East. And when you look at it, like, or let's just say, for example, I'm gonna just use the language to prove this. Okay, so when we say the word rajo, that means back as in to return. But in Arabic, we say araja, right? When we say the word ana, that's still said the same way in Arabic. When we say the word inta, inti, huwa, hiya, nahnu, hum, intum, it's still said the same way in Arabic. When we say the word bait, that means house. You say it the same way in Arabic. When we say the word katab, we just using different verbs for the same three-part verb that they say kitab, which means book. It's the same thing. The only difference is the reason why we consider it the Arabic Creole, or Arabic-based Creole, is because a Creole language is a language that has a parent language, but it's been mixed with other different things. So even though the basis is Arabic, we still have the Egyptian aspect in it. That's where they're using the terms ha, right? Or they're using the word hat for hat, house. Or when we say the word dobur, which means speak, like kalum means speak, that's Arabic. But dobur means, kalum means talk, which is Arabic. And dobur means speak, which is Hebrew. So it has these various different elements within it. It was like this. Nuwaubik is the language that they spoke before in Genesis chapter 11, where it says the Anunnaki confound the tongues and diversified the tongues and made different language groups, right? So it's like all of those languages combined, all of those original languages combined into one to form the cuneiform or the ancient Egyptian, as the master teacher taught us.
Wow.
But
Okay,
it's,
so I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying it's basically Arabic at its core. You're definitely speaking, like you can go right now, y'all can go right now with the way I'm teaching it, because I like to keep it pure. Y'all can go right now with the way that I'm teaching y'all Zarifa and speak to an Arab, and they may not understand you because the sentence structure has been changed. Meaning we don't have the same sentence structure as Arabic. Our sentence structure was based off of English, meaning if I say, I want that, Anna, aus, di. Or if I say, go to the house, asub, ila, ha, be. That sentence structure is the same as English. So you're speaking English sentence structure with Arabic words.
Okay.
So which language came before, Hebrew or Arabic?
Cuneiform. Cuneiform is the first language.
Cuneiform. Oh, okay then. And so Hebrew is quite it's not that old as Arabic then.
No, Hebrew came before Arabic. Arabic is a dialect of Hebrew. You have cuneiform, Babylonian, then Akkadian, and from Akkadian came the Hebrew, and from Hebrew came the Arabic. For example, if I want to say the letter A in Arabic, I say Aleph. If I want to say the letter A in Hebrew, I say Aleph. If I want to say the letter L in Arabic, I say Lam. If I want to say the letter M in Hebrew, I say Lam. If I want to say the letter N in Arabic, I say Nun. If I want to say the letter A in Hebrew, N in Hebrew, I say Nun. It's the same language, it's different dialects of the same language, which all spawned from Akkadian, and then Akkadian bore Aramic, or I should say Aramaic, and from Aramaic bore Aramic, and from Aramic bore Hebrew, and from Hebrew bore Arabic.
Okay. So I always thought that Hebrew was I always thought Hebrew was the latest, wasn't that old, but because it was the form of the script is so different from all the others.
Arabic comes from Hebrew.
Yeah.
And if you go back to the scroll called the first language, it elaborates on that from the cuneiform to Adamic to Ugaritic to all the way up to what we speak now today. But Nuwaubik is definitely an Arabic Creole. Don't let nobody fool you. We basically got our own dialect of Arabic. And if a person try to contest y'all and say, man, Messiah not teaching y'all correctly, all you got to do is just say this. Okay, I ain't gonna argue with you. Let's do the etymology of the words. Where does this word come from? I guarantee you 90% of the verbs that you learn it come from Arabic because I know Arabic fluently. So don't let nobody convince y'all that, this is, other than what it is. Now, people want to give you this deep interpretation. I don't believe in all that deep stuff. Like, that's just me, because I just like to be simple, right? So don't let nobody try to convince y'all into all this deep shit. We just have our own dialect of Arabic. Yeah, I ain't with all that. Nigga, I got to read 30 books to find out the deeper meat. Fuck all that. Like, we actually have our own dialect of Arabic. And no different than the South Sudanese people have Juba Arabic. Juba Arabic is nothing more than Arabic mixed with the Dinka language. Moroccan Arabic is nothing more than Arabic mixed with French. All Arabic dialects are unique because it's blended with the actual tribal language that came into the actual land. So with us, we're just another dialect or of Arabic Creole, and it's definitely, you got different Creoles. You got Spanish-based Creoles, French-based Creoles, Arabic-based Creoles, English-based Creoles. The reason you call it a Creole is because it is. In the first generation, it's called the Pidgin, P-I-D-G-I-N. And the Pidgin language is when two or more groups of people that speak a different language come together and exchange words to form a language. Whatever is the predominant group, and usually this is done by colonialism or people being conquered. So if the French was the predominant group that conquered the people, then it'll have more French words than any other language, right? And once when you raise a group of children speaking that from birth, it is no longer considered a Pidgin language, it's considered a Creole.
Okay.
Okay, Timbia. Go ahead, Timbia. Timbia. Oh.
I'm here. Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Okay. Do you want me to just give you another sentence?
I want you to talk to me.
And I want
you to talk to me.
And I was shukliya for who's? Ata inti was shukliya darus haza yahum.
So you said, I want to talk to you. Are you, and you're talking to a female, going to study what?
Oh, inti. I was actually gonna do ask my mom and see if she knew, but inti darus haza yahum.
Okay, so I see two mistakes in that. You said Yahoo. What is Yahoo?
Is it Yahoo or Yahoo?
Your womb.
Oh,
And if
Yahoo.
you're your womb, your as in as in awful. And if you're gonna say that, that means you missed three parts because you were asking her was she gonna study today.
Hmm.
So it should have been has a your womb.
I said that.
I didn't hear that part. I'm sorry. And about
It's okay because I'm recording. I'm gonna go back and I make sure I said it.
okay. So I
Has a
overstood the rest of
Yahoo.
it. And then if you say, if I was to say, are you going to study today? I would
Nope,
say,
nope, you're right. Don't correct me. Nope. I got it.
okay.
It would be it would
Talk to me
be
now. Talk to me now.
it would because I'm asking a question. You were going to correct me with the atha?
Say it again. Anto Zitani.
Okay. So
Anto Hakulzi. Anto Hakulshe Utani. Say the whole thing over.
okay.
Or say the whole thing again.
Atha inti washuklia darus haza yawum.
Are you going to study today?
Uh-huh.
It's Atha.
Atha.
Right. Athenti Washuklia Doros has a Yawum. Athenti Washuklia Doros has a Yawum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to study today?
Tua.
Nithir.
Eddie,
Nithir.
you said me. I know me.
Thir.
Spell it because I can't really understand.
Thir. Thir.
Oh no, I don't have that one. So I'm
Write it. Atum Zitat. Write it
Okay.
down. Thir.
Okay.
That's two is in TOO. You know, TOO means two is in also. If I say me too, that means me also. Nithir. Or
Got
you too.
here.
Nithir.
Okay.
Person
So
say, go ahead.
because I want to make sure I got it correct. So Leah is two TO, and then Thir two TOOTHIR, and then Eli is going to TO, right?
Yep,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
it. We have four words. We have Adnad, two is in a number. Elad, two is in toward. Leah, two is in to do something. And Thir, two is in also. Nithir.
Here. Okay.
Nithir.
Thir, and it's pronounced. I mean, if I'm spelling it, so I can know the pronunciation. I would do THER. Thir.
Well, that's all depends on the way you interpret
How I
English.
yeah. It helped me.
Yeah, because in Nuwaubik, that would be Ther. ER is Ther, Ther. Or it would be THE. This is how I write it in English. THEER, Ther.
Got it. Okay. THEER. Thir.
Ther.
Yeah. Okay. So Nithir, you too. Tayub. How would I say 1 sec? Like 1 second. Or one moment.
Okay, you're getting a little sophisticated there. Ain't you?
I'm trying to have a full conversation.
Okay. Okay, so one is WHED.
Spell that again.
WHED.
Is that
Wahed.
Wahed? Okay.
Wahed. And you want to say minute, second, or moment?
1 moment.
Oh man, you're getting sophisticated. We don't use that in Ebonics, but I'm gonna give it to you. We'll use that, right? Okay. I want 1 moment. Let me talk to myself real quick so I can.
Okay.
LAHUZ.
LAHUZ as in zebra.
Yep. Lahus. Wahed Lahus. That's 1 moment.
Wahed Lahus.
Daguga is minute and Towun is second. Wahed Towun, 1 second. Wahed Daguga. I would say Wahed Daguga, 1 second. Excuse me, 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Anfuni Wahed Daguga. 1 minute.
1 moment sounds less harsh.
No, that's right.
1 second.
Yeah.
Nah, I say 1 moment. 1 moment, please.
That,
Oh
that's
yeah,
that's
please.
some college student shit.
Yeah, you say 1 second. No, because 1 moment could mean second, minute. I'm just gonna say 1 moment. So can you tell me, please?
Please,
Mm-hmm.
SUTA.
S-U-T. Suta?
Suta.
Suta. Okay, so that's please. And then if I'm saying it as a question, I can use it that way as well, right?
Say that again.
So if I'm saying, can you give me that, please? No, let me say it.
Yakolinta, if you're talking to a male, Yakolinta Nafunidik Suta. Can you give me that, please? If you're talking to a female, Yakolinti Nafunidik Suta.
Got it. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
Why-
it's moment and minute the same word in
Well, moment and minute, I don't know. I use Daguga. I use Daguga a lot because it's like Anfuni Waha Daguga. I'm just used to saying it. But here's the unique thing about Nuwaubik, right? Whatever way you naturally talk, you use those words so it's easier to learn. You don't have to use the words of another person. They just have to know the words that you're using. If moment, lahus, is the way that you talk, just talk like that. If second, now I don't use 1 second, but I know the word for second, pawun. You know, and funi wahadaguga. I would literally say funi wahadaguga. Give me 1 minute. Because I'm just so used to saying that. You got a lot of people in the chat.
What are they saying?
They say this brother Dalvin says this is very interesting.
It is interesting, very fun to learn.
Oh shit! I didn't even know it was 8 o'clock already.
Oh.
Victor says, "My bad. I was playing basketball." Let me text young elder.
Okay, let me see.
Let me call young elder real quick because I supposed to do a live with him on Nuwaubik. My other computer dead, so I don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna have to freestyle this one. All right, I'm coming on right now. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Timmy, is I'm gonna call you back if it's not too late.
Okay.
I gotta do this live with young elder on the Nuwaubik class. He already on board, so I didn't even know it was past 8 o'clock.
Tayu.
So send me the words that you need, Timmy, and I'll go ahead and get with you.
Okay.
All right, what though?